Hey guys, right now we're going back to the original plan, continue the series of it. Again, then I checked the number of how many shorts they made. Pretty much, if I can finish this, pretty much in the future we'll do something else.
Now what? I sank your battleship. Prepare to die. Okay, Celine. USS Texas looking over and nodding approval. Wait, no, driver, not what I meant by rotate. And here we see a creature in its natural habitat. I'm just gonna lay here. Dimitri, we are not a battleship. We don't have broadside to pitch up like American ship at D-Day. What do you mean by tank-sized foxhole? What is the driver on? Vodka. Hey, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Devil. What we all thought quicksand was like as a kid. If I fits, I sits. I've heard of cow dipping, but this is ridiculous. I sank your battleship. Salem is the last existing large gun cruiser. Oh, the USS Salem. The last heavy cruiser in the world. Auto-loaded 8-inch guns. So what's the fire rate on those bitches? Those 8-inch guns reload every 5 seconds? I'm sorry, what? The fire rate is more than the enemy wants, but less than they deserve. So 5-second reload on 8-inch guns. There's 60 seconds in a minute. That's 12 8-inch rounds a minute. From each gun. 3 guns a turret, that's 36 rounds. And how many turrets do they have? I saw 2 in the front. There's probably a third one in the back. 118 rounds a minute. Actually, wait, no, not 118 rounds a minute. If it were max fire rate, it's 108. Forget beer cans, we're going for kegs. Accurate fire rate was a shell every 6 seconds. That's still 90 rounds a minute. As the 40K Basilisk crew likes to say, shot to the sky. Your free trial of life is expired type reload rate. Not even the most nuts gun on the ship, in my opinion. The 3-inch gun is dual purpose and has a fire rate of, I don't remember enough to turn a superstructure into a geological survey. That is a shotgun blast from a ship. So you want air and the US wants shells. Who wins? Me, after I invert the bullet to air ratio. I understand that you don't need a degree to join the army, but what is this?
What that?
How do you do this? Yeah, there's throwing a track and then there's throwing a road wheel. This is not what they meant when they said change the wheel. That's a painful sound and day. The maintenance team loading a shotgun. I just want to talk to him. Just hit it with a hammer, should be fine. Press X to... Wait, what the fuck? That's got to be Russian. Unfortunately, no, that is us. Because you know it's American because it either works or it's so incredibly stupid there isn't even corrupt logic behind it. Temporary battlefield repair work. Time to fill out the ID-10T form, boys. The ultimate police clamp. I've stood on the tracks of an Abrams. I'm genuinely impressed they managed to get something jammed in there. So who's going to explain that to maintenance? Back from getting breakfast, what did I... That's not how you chalk a tank. You see, Ivan, enemy cannot toss our turret if we do it first.
The band-aid
Tank
gun?
version of shooting yourself in the foot. Communism at its finest. Here we see the Russian elephant feeding itself. The Russian Navy, if they got tanks. Tank gunner says to driver, you owe me money, where is my money? Enemy pulled Uno reverse guard when Superman gets his hand on Russian tank. Dmitri, drive over another hill. I am drinking my vodka, I dare you. Russia met Bugs Bunny, it did not go well. Yes, Russian propaganda is no match for American propaganda. You see, Commissar, if barrel is like this, driver will no longer drive off bridge. The projectile will probably go straight, but I bet a lot of the powder gas will light up the driver's head. I have to ask, who the hell ordered this? And why did they follow through? Because Stalin would send them to Gulag if they didn't. Russians were there told to pack it up. Yeah, they will pack it up into the back seat. All of their organic matter. Comrades, we put political officer in this, they'll shut up real quick. Task failed successful. Damn, just the first few seconds of startup of an F-22 sounds like literal demons coming out of hell and screaming. The aircraft literally is aggression personified. It sounds like a hyena is going in front of a jet engine. It sounds so feral. Jeepers crisp. It's literally perfect for what the F-22 is. Sounds like my vacuum? Dude, you need a new vacuum. Sounds like discretionary spending. It sounds like a pack of hyenas got sucked into the intake and became one with the machine spirit. Sounds like my PC 2 weeks ago before I cleaned it. The machine spirit must have been begging for death. If I hear a vehicle start like that, I'm like, hell no, I'll see if they have something else flying. I sent you my 38 centimeter shell. Please respond.
You destroyed this.
Ah, yes, the rocket heater. Tally-ho, lads! Think fast, Chuckle Nuts! Achoo! Rocket shell! Fly me to the moon and let me blow it up amongst the stars. Hans, erase that house. Delivery! Heat us, control, alt, delete us. That's not a dear sir, that's a to whom it may concern. New wearable claim. Germany invented barrel-launched ATGMs. Find me the guidance system. Hans, you see that grid square? Yeah, I don't want to. You see that Katusha formation? That's a here, it's your problem now. Wherever that thing is going, you just know anyone within 100 yards is gonna have their day ruined. To quote that one short on your YouTube channel, Guten Tag. I think your grid coordinates insulted that tank. I've personally seen that thing delete 5 M26 Pershings in a single shot in War Thunder. I sent you, but Geneva says people can't take war trophies. But I'm not a person, I'm a tank.
What type of tank is that? On the summon. What type of tank is that?
Don't talk to me.
Is it the cutthroats? I think it's a cutthroats.
Me or my son ever again. Release the baby. What in the girls in Panzer did they do here? Pocket tank, a Sherman and its pet rat. Average War Thunder top tier match when someone spawns in L3. When you have to take your little sibling with you, this is what a backup looks like IRL. It's like those folks who bring a smaller vehicle with their RV. Mom said it was my turn to stop the Germans. Hey, it's take your child to work day. Parasite fighter? Nah, parasite tank. It's my turn on the turret. But Geneva said some groundbreaking news that was just announced. Is it the certain person in charge of a certain nation that is no longer of this existence? Yes, yeah. What's going on is that America and I believe the forces of Israel basically walked in and started slapping Iran. I know there's some controversy in response to it. We will not discuss the politics, however, we will gladly post aggressively. I'll be honest, I'm just glad the saber rattling has stopped, if only because I got tired of the saber rattling. Honestly, that is exactly my sentiments. Thank God somebody made them quiet. No more saber rattling. Now we rattle their sabers. Forget saber rattling. We're getting down to saber shattering. F-35 shot down some MiGs. I want confirmation of that, but I really hope the kid got an intercept. The kid needs an intercept. He will never shut up about it if the F-35 got a shot and he didn't. The kid needs to eat some meat. If it doesn't get one now, it never will. Be like, kill is kill. Next comment, balloon is a participation trophy. I wonder how many flying SAM sites were in the area. Probably a lot of eagles. I mean, they were used by both attacking nations. Worst I've heard is that the IRGC claims to have hit a U.S. ship, specifically one of our supply ships that have no military personnel, just civilian contractors. That's still a yikers, though. They touched the boat. We for sure touched their boats, yeah. Hit them with something that glows in the dark. They touched the boat, they lost their leader. Oh boy, we're finally on the second stage of fuck around and find out. It's time to remind them where they stand in the global pecking order, below everyone's heel. Now for the third stage, where's the beer? As long as we don't spend another 20 years in the desert, I'm good. Same. About to get real proportional up in this Oh yeah, about to make a lot of glass. So funny to see that all of Iran's propaganda social media accounts just went quiet after boasting about their hypersonics, quote unquote, hitting America's carriers. The praying mantis 2, the Boogaloo, born too late to fight in the sandbox, born too early to fight in the sandbox, born just in time to fight in the sandbox. Rocket car. Honestly, the longer you look at this, the worse it gets. But somehow both...
That is a Beetle from Germany. That is a Volkswagen.
Beautiful and an absolute disease on the eyes. So how does one use the missiles? Good question. North Korea trying to make a mobile SAM vehicle on a budget? It looks like a car that belongs to Twisted Metal or Vigilante 8. That one indecisive friend when trying to pick a loadout. The ultimate form of anti-aircraft camouflage technology. Does firing the missiles make the car go faster? Oh, guys, I just noticed it's got a shovel bolted to the side. That's how you get the elevation. You dig in a trench. The Krieg shovel is for melee as the driver isn't given a gun. I didn't think the Beatles band had their own special forces. Those missiles launched and say goodbye to your rear window. This is a kind of 1980s campy spy vehicle bullshit where the heroes disabled the release mechanism on the missiles to try and jump over a canyon. Is this codenamed the Bombardier Bug? Rocket car. Rocks in the sky?
Most of these are Helldivers. Let me jump past the Helldivers.
I'm gonna call it the Shuart. Baby tank? Stunk. What in the heresy? I'd love for that to be my car. Baby tank doo 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 doo. Baby tank doo 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 doo. Is that an NVD on the 50? Maybe? I may be small, but I'll put a big asshole through you. Tank version of Head and Shoulders. The driver getting the hearing loss is not service-related letter. Yeah, see, the problem is I know this thing, it can't be real because the M8 A1 was a thing, and that one had a proper driver slot. The driver sat between the loader's legs like he sat on the floor in front of the couch. You expect me to drive that? Where? The transmission is where my feet need to go. Someone farts in this, everything goes to hell. Obviously, the driver is also the gunner. Yeah, you clearly drive this tank like you play War Thunder. 3 cans of Spam stuck together is more room than what this thing is offering its crew. I'm out of them.
Shoot.
Something crazy, I must go look. What the f did you say about my German engineering?
Oh, this is the one I want to see. Imagine that you do that on Roblox on real life. Wherever you fuck someone and they decided to fuck yours in video game. We should.
Pre-monopod again. I think his mate saw me. Yes, he did. Obi-Wan, hello there. Wait for the flash. What the flanking rat tank sees when it misses its first shot. What was that about my maintenance schedule? Hello, we're here to tell you more about our life insurance policy. Tiger, you sure it's not another Panzer? My pants are pretty flippin' sure. The shell knows where it goes at all times. That Five Nights at Freddy's 2 sound effect when an animatronic is near. I love how his tracks are sunk into the ground, so it's just a bunker at that point. I can hear the stress of the soldiers having to try and recover that. Say 2 world wars again. There's a tiger behind those trees. I don't see a cat explosion in the distance. Oh. This hostile poses significant. This one is made to carry a nuclear reactor. That's a brick. Spicy barn. Knowing how well the Soviets handled nuclear power, what could possibly go wrong? Russia, stop making Chernobyls. Man, at first glance, I thought that was a house on tracks. Roland Roentgens. Does it fire the reactor? Shoot me, I dare you. So what you're saying is we shouldn't bomb that one. It self-destructs. There's a hole in our left cooling line. Oh no. Turbocharger on plutonium. Biggest boom in the East. Fun fact, apparently uranium has a sweet taste. Also, why was Russia speedrunning 40k tank power supplies before the guns? Your radiation poisoning is not service-related? He's just chilling. It's a good day in the neighborhood. Ignore the MV-22 on the building behind me. Obi-Wan, another happy landing. I love that there's a can of Rip It in his hand. Great, you avoided the warranty. It's the same energy as the meme with the girl smiling in front of a house fire. Nailed it. Is remarkably chill for a near-death experience. Transform now, you Decepticon. Happy to be alive, the picture. Insert Mr. Rogers' voice. Hello, neighbor. I would say the average Osprey, but we disproved that a few months back. For those watching the clip, go watch the Osprey video. A perfect landing. MV-22 creaks as it leans over. Perfect. Since that airframe is a write-off, can I have the engines for reasons? It glances at my underpowered Prius. The guy thinking, well, this ain't my fault and I'm definitely not cleaning it up. This one is absolutely photoshopped. There is no way this thing is real. Whole different kind. Damn, just the first few seconds of startup of an F-22 sounds like the literal demon.
I'm going to end it here, and right for that, where we cover it. Pretty much, if you join this video, pretty much like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and I'll make another one until this video get 2 views. Pretty much, see you next time.